used to come on at midnight on Halloween. And we'd have a couple of hours of just what you're listening to. Those were the old days, boy.
Those were the days, my friend. I thought they'd never end.
We'd sit and dance, if only for a while.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose. Those were the days. Oh yes, those were the days. Who says we're not entertaining?
We're not entertainers, huh? Boy.
Can't make this stuff up, folks.
Somebody's so happy with the way we're entertaining.
That's your phone.
That's okay. Leave it.
Oh. Might be important.
No, it's my wife's phone. Nobody should be calling my wife at this time of night. They would know that she's sleeping.
Well, they know it's time for her to take a pill. That's why.
Was that what it is? All right, let me go check who that is. Oh, we got a phone call.
What's the...
Somebody must have really liked that Monster Mash. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Now, honestly, which song did you like better?
I'm breathing, so I must be okay.
Well,
if you called up to depress us, you could hang up. It's not going to work. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not going to depress you.
So wasn't that second time the song, wasn't that better with the howling? Or did it hurt the ears?
It was different, I'll give you that.
Well, glad that you called. It's nice to hear your voice. We haven't heard it in so long.
I know.
I was beginning to think that you were just a figment of my my cell phone when I text you to ask how you are,
Yeah, a lot of people say that. They're like, it's alive.
Well, I wouldn't call you an it, but you're right. She's alive is more like it. But, hey, listen, you really, look, you got to take care of yourself. I mean, we have a few listeners who are, under doctor's care, and, we worry about them. Certainly it's out of your control. I mean, how you react to these shots, just like how one of my friends never knows when she is going to all of a sudden faint and pass out and hit the floor.
Or my wife.
Or Mary, exactly, your wife.
We have no idea what's going on with her.
So, but the difference is your wife doesn't listen to our show.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but they've come to the conclusion that it's not the shots now that are making me ill. My disease spread, and my liver, there's a problem with my liver, and that's why they had me go for all these tests. My liver count keeps going up, and I have a very discomforting feeling where the liver is. So they're now just, taking precaution and taking all these tests, and I'll get the results on the 24th. I've had intense blood work taken in the past couple of weeks.
Well,
and we'll know on the 24th, where we stand and what to do. I mean, the doctor, at first he wanted to take me off of the shots and take me out of remission.
Oh, we've got another caller.
Well, I have to tell you, the 24th is a good day because that's my cousin's 70th birthday.
I think we got Atlanta on. Is that true?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Hey, listen, Naj. We've been making fools of ourselves for over an hour here. Okay? You took long enough to call up. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? Nothing much, man. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. Just so you know, we've got a Lisa.
We have a Lisa on the phone. She hasn't been doing very well. She has Crohn's disease, So, she's been going for a lot of tests and stuff. So she's been filling us in, you know.
Yeah, if you don't know, Elisa usually we play some certain new music songs, and she usually is our critic on the new songs that we play.
But let's get Naj. Let's get your take on all this he said she said business.
Well, I guess that's the October surprise, man. The establishment Republicans warned of this. They said this could possibly happen to where stories would be held back and people wouldn't research as thoroughly until the end so they could try to pull something out on them at the end. And looks like they did it. And he's kind of flailing away now trying to put out all these fires while still maintain and also grab more for his base. So, I mean, he's in a lot of trouble right now. Trump's in a lot of trouble, man. I don't know how he clears this up in this last little month or so we got.
Well, how about all the WikiLeaks?
Yeah, well, the thing about WikiLeaks is people aren't surprised. Like, they not only knew that she was dirty and that she's a 1%er working for 1%ers, that I think most of the WikiLeaks stuff is kind of blowing over because people already assume that. And then they're getting away with something, too, because one of the WikiLeaks transmissions was a little bit like they doctored one of them. So they've been painting everything as being doctored ever since then, even though, look, these things are true. Like, it's not like they're just making up stuff.
No, well, listen, if anything was doctored, all they have to do is bring out the originals. But nobody will bring out the originals. I mean,
I think telling people that Hillary is corrupt and Hillary is dirty is not a surprise. So that's why they hit like it should.
Yeah, but the couple of things that I heard, one of them was that she was talking to Brazilian banks, and she told them she wants completely open borders. Brazilian bankers, she wants completely open borders, like
for capital. Yeah, for capital.
Yeah.
Labor.
No, for everything.
You
For
can
everything.
That from any globalist.
No, she's talking about people. Anybody from South America, borders are open. You're welcome to come in. That's what she's talking about.
That's not what she's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Capital, man.
No, she was.
Okay, we'll see. I'm telling you.
It's not going to happen. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening because I don't see anybody pass.
Listen, let's talk about now. What has me worried now, because just before I came over here, I watched, I think it was Hardball with Chris Matthews. And, he had John Stanton from BuzzFeed. And it seems that the Trump supporters at these rallies now are starting to become very physical with the mainstream media and the press. They're pushing them around, they're giving them the finger, they're cursing at them. And this is something that the reporters never had to put up with before. And as usual, Trump is doing nothing to mitigate what's been going on. He hasn't tried to stop it at all. Once you start going after the fifth estate, once you start going after the press, forget about it.
Well, I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, all I'm saying is I haven't heard anything about it.
There's a new video today where they kind of roughed the guy up. Well, he was a protester. He had a flag. So that one's probably going to be seen all week next week. But, it's the old Mark Twain line, man. Don't start fights with people who buy ink by the barrel. So, yeah, fighting with the media is a losing proposition.
Especially when
to be honest, yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying, especially since the media hates you anyway.
Well, they've been eating off him all year. And now they're kind of, they're like crows. Now they're picking at his carcass. But look, man, that Trump base, the real original Trump base, they're going to have some problems and they go to anarchy and they go to fighting at polling places and getting real rambunctious, all of her deplorable stuff is going to look valid. The media is going to paint them as just angry agitators, and the Republican Party is going to say this was a bad page in our party and try to turn the page on them.
Well,
They've got to understand that but just real quick, if they are constitutionalists like they claim to be, if they are about borders, if they are against immigration and all these other things, they have got to handle these things civically. If they act in any other way, they are really going to put themselves in a hole, man.
Well,
the stage is being set for it.
That's what I wanted to say. If you remember back to the 2010 election, I forgot who I was talking to. I think I was talking to my friend, who happens to be a Republican. When the Tea Party started to, first come out, they, put up candidates against the moderate Republicans and forced them out of the House of Representatives and the Senate. And they didn't go quietly into that good night, to the point where that's one of the reasons that Obama had so many problems with Congress, okay? Because the Republicans themselves had a revolution with the Tea Party. But the Trump people, if these people are more physical, and I'd hate to think what's going to, like you say, I hate to think what's going to happen. He's already said if we lose the election, it's rigged. You can't trust, can't trust the polling booths, and you can't trust the press, and they're stealing the election, and these people believe it.
Yeah, man. And look, I think he's going to monetize this, and I think he'll bring on Roger Ailes, and I think he'll create a news network of his own that's going to knock Fox out of the business. Well, not out of the business, but knock Fox to the margins. And he's going to have that base rallied, ready to go. And he's going to have extreme influence in the nation based off of, his base and just rolling with him. Because his whole stance is never back down. So he can't back down on anything. He has to keep up this same stance. And, these crowds aren't going anywhere. They're still going to be around. So he has to appeal to them, and I think he's going to have a news network, books, and everything else ready to go. And Trump's going to make crazy money off of this. He might lose a little in branding as far as his hotels and things like that because of this election, but I think what he gains as far as media power and influence is going to be huge.
He's gonna make
huge.
He's gonna
Well, TN is not going to be Turner Network anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna. He's going to make the Fox News Network look like moderate media,
Yeah. I can see it happening, man, because there is no walking back any of the things he said or any things he's done. So he's got to keep rolling with it. And this base is probably willing to pay for subscription radio. They're probably willing to pay for books. They're willing to, watch the TV shows if he puts the show, puts the network up. So, he's got opportunities out the ass after this, man. But it looks like he's going to lose in a landslide because you can't lose one, like the majority of one gender in the nation. So, his relationship with women right now is, this is not something that's doable.
Well, they said if the 19th Amendment was not passed and women were not allowed to vote, Trump would be elected. But right now, the difference totally is the women. The women's vote is totally the difference.
The problem is he's still only.
You're talking about what, 49-50% of the population. You can't clear out that chunk. Sorry, man, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's all right.
But you're still looking, unfortunately, at a only now it's back to a 4 or 5 point difference.
Well, the latest polls I've seen have it at 7, and some say 7 and climbing.
That's what I saw 7. I didn't want to argue with Felix because he doesn't like when I argue with him.
You can argue with me. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what I saw. But I mean, like I said, it is what it is.